What's up, everybody? This is Ted, and this is Nerds Make Sense. I don't think anyone else did it, so I'll do it. I apologize for the lack of videos. I know we set a goal and everything, but for me, things have been getting kind of crazy. In my job, I have to go in early. I get out late and all that stuff. Josh hasn't been feeling good, and he has stuff to deal with, some real life problems. Not even problems, like adulting is what it's called. He has adulting. We all have adulting to do. And Manuel, you know how popular Manuel is. Once he got on this show, bro, his line's been getting hit up by everybody. He has a kid and everything. He's just living his life. So it's very hard to get Manuel, man, to get down. He's so popular. But yeah. So sorry about that. I know I've been putting out some other stuff that hasn't been getting a lot of views. I mean, I'm kind of trying to push it out, so I don't really get time to work on it, and I don't tackle the big problems. Not problems. I don't tackle the big subjects because I don't feel like I should just talk about it by myself. I want to wait for Josh and Manuel. So whenever we get back together, hopefully this weekend, this should be coming out Monday. I think it's Monday. I don't know when this is coming out, but this should be coming out hopefully Monday, and by Saturday we should have a bunch of videos queued up for all three of us. So sorry about that. Don't think that we just forgot about it. We know our goal is I think whatever Josh said, 100 followers. I think we have like 30. I don't know. I forgot. But starting it off, let's get on to what I was going to talk about. So I know I'm kind of behind. So Pokemon put out a new little like 7-part miniseries anime, Pokemon in the Twilight Wings. Is that what it's called? Let me double check before I keep going. Twilight, yeah, Pokemon Twilight Wings. It's the 7-part miniseries, separate from the actual anime they have out, which is Pokemon. So I don't know what that is, bro. Just go to every region in the world, but it's not part of that. It's like Pokemon Generations and like yeah, Pokemon. I think that's the best thing. Like the Pokemon Generations, you know how they went to different things. You seen Red battle to be champion. You see Lance bust Team Rocket at Mahogany Town in Johto. It's just a bunch of different things. You seen like um, Primal Kyogre and Groudon fight each other and kill Maxie and whatnot. But this is sort of like that, but only for um, the Galar region. They announced this when Pokemon Sword and Shield first came out, and I really like the animation for it. It's really great. So I'm going to talk about the first two episodes because they're only like a couple minutes long, anyways. So hopefully it doesn't take a lot of time. So the first one's called Letters. It's about two boys named John and Tommy. One of them is really bedridden in the hospital. He's sick. He's watching Leon fight Bay or B. I call it Bay, sorry, but B, the gym leader, the fighting gym leader from Galar, and Leon's fighting her. I guess they'll try to see who's going to be champion. They're rooting for him and whatnot, but the boys are rooting for Leon, obviously, because Leon is a champion. And you see Leon Charizard defeat B's champ. I don't know why I forgot the fucking Pokemon's name, but yeah. So they're very excited. The game match is over, and then the nurse comes in, tells Johnny. Sorry, tells Johnny that Chairman Rose will be here soon, and he didn't know that Chairman Rose was coming. So his friend Tommy was like, "Dude, everyone knew they was coming." So apparently he's sick. He's bedridden. This is a bunch of sick kids. You could tell he's bedridden and he lives there because his whole room is decorated with like different posters, Pokemon posters. So he has to write Chairman Rose's letter. And he's trying to write it as fast as he can, so he goes downstairs because Chairman Rose is already there. So I don't know if that video they were watching was live or not. I guess so it was because right after it was live because right after that he asked if this for the Corviknight taxi, and the guy told him, "Oh, this is the fastest one in Galar." So it was live. So he's going to the hospital. He's trying to write the letter as fast as he can. The kids are down there meeting Chairman Rose, and his friend Tommy's looking for him where he's at. So he's done writing the letter. He's trying to run, but he can't because he's sick, obviously. And he's not as fast as all the other kids. So he finally gets to the where Tommy was at. Tommy's like, "Dude, he's already to the roof. He's about to leave." So I don't know what kind of meet and greet this is, but that boy, that dude, Chairman Rose, was there for like 10 seconds. But John is trying to get up to the roof. He gets to the roof. He opens the door and he's like looking for Chairman Rose. And then a distant Chairman Rose is already flying away on the taxi, and he's very upset. He's disappointed he didn't get this letter to Chairman Rose. But for some reason, there's some turbulence, and it makes Chairman Rose look back, and he sees John on top of the roof by himself, and he has him turn around so he can go talk to him, and he notices that he wasn't there earlier. He said, "I haven't met you yet," and everything, and John is tired. He's running. He was running up all those stairs. He was running through the hallways, and he raced up to the top of the roof. He's tired, and he's about to fall, like pass out. But the Corver Knight zooms up and catches him, and like not catch him, but blocks his fall. He lets him like he lays on top of the Corver Knight, and the Corver Knight taxi driver is kind of amazed he did that. And Chairman Rose, he looks at John, and he kind of like thinks back to Leon, cause pointing the similarities that he know of how he loves Pokemon. He's, hey, do you love Pokemon? He's like, yeah, I do. He's, oh, well, he was like, keep doing it. He was like, keep liking Pokemon and whatnot. And he gives him the letter, and they're so. And then Tommy finally catches up with them, and he sees Chairman Rose leaving, and they're so happy that he actually got to meet Chairman Rose. And then he opens the card, and it's just it's a drawing of Leon and Charizard, and then the taxi driver says, "Oh, what did he give you?" And he shows him the picture. He was like, kind of similar, don't you think? So he's trying to saying that maybe that kid will be a champion later in life. I don't know what that was pointing to, because this whole the whole little miniseries is kind of weird on itself. Like, it's just I guess just a look into like the lives of these people, or just like, cause I don't know, but I don't know what it was trying to paint. I felt like it was trying to say that that he may be champion one day, or he's like very similar and cool with Pokemon like Leon is. But it made the kids' day that he could make Chairman Rose, and that's the first episode. The animation was beautiful. The sun that hit it came through the windows of the hospital, and then when they're on top of the roof was very beautiful. And this animation is it's like a step up. I want to say it's sort of like the Dragon Ball Super Broly animation and the Sun and Moon animation. Those two animations, a lot of people were complaining about it, but those animations made it easier for more the more to have the anime have more animation type scenes. Like, they could do like facial expressions. They're showing more emotion, more fun. Just have more fun. There's no borders around it, so it can like stretch and do whatever it wants. I'm not an animator, so, but you know what I'm saying. It would have more, and the battles were very good, as you can see in the Sun and Moon, and in the Dragon Ball Z Broly movie. But yeah, so that's the first episode. It was really good. It was really short. I mean, all of them were like 6 minutes and 30 seconds a piece, I think. But it was really good. The second one, it backpacks out the first one, because this is right after um B lost to Leon, and she calls Chairman Rose and tells him that I need to go training, so I'm not going to be at the gym. She's like, all right, oh no, he calls the assistant. I don't even know what the assistant's name, but yeah, so she tells Rose that hey, she's not going to be in. And then it shows her in the Corver Knight taxi. She just hung up the phone. She put it on the seat, and she was like, "This is where I want to go." He was like, "Here," and she jumps out, and she's in the sand. She has a Machoke, a Machop, and a Machamp, and they're just, they're in the sun. They're training, battling Pokemon. Just it's like a little montage. Well, it's beautiful too, and I know there's some backlash between this, saying that they whitewashed her because she's kind of darker in the video game. But some concept art kind of shows that she was supposed to be like kind of not like super dark skinned, but I'm not gonna let that take away from like what the animation and like the video is. I mean, you can have your own opinions. I mean, I understand that could be upsetting, but I guess it's just how animation goes. Because sometimes some color palettes don't really fit. And like I said, I'm not an animator or whatnot, but yeah, she was darker in the anime, and they could have made her a little bit darker, because I know what it represents means to a lot of people, and I know it means a lot to me as well. But that aside, the animation, the scenery and everything, the coloring and everything they had for this episode was really beautiful. He's training with the Machops in the rain. It was like in the desert, and then they're in like rocky canyons, and then they're in the rain. And she's not letting up. She's really like into it. She's like not stopping, because she knows that she lost, because I guess she felt like she wasn't as strict and determined, and she's like being kind of headstrong here. She's not taking breaks. You can see over time that Machop, Machoke, and Machamp, they're all getting like scratches on them. They're getting fatigued. They're like breathing heavy, and she is too. And then there was this time she was training with them in the rain, and Machamp, she's bare knuckle boxing with these freaking monsters. And then Machamp does punches her, and it hits her arm, and she kind of collapses, and Machamp's like, "Oh crap, my bad." And then you see her, it's wrapped up, and she's taking a break. but she doesn't want to take a break. She wants to keep going. Machop tries to give her a candy bar or a protein bar, and she's like, "No, there's no time for breaks. We got to keep going." So she keeps going, and they're in this cave, and they're out of the rain after she got hurt, and then the cave collapses, and they can't push it out. And she was like, "Oh, let me just call for help." So she goes for her phone, but then she left her phone on the cushion on the seat of the taxi cab, and she kind of knows she messed up. And I guess that goes back to what how she felt about. I guess she feels like she messed up. She feels like she messed up against Leon. She feels like she messed up because she got hurt against Machamp because she's pushing herself too hard. Now she feels like she messed up because she left it. She just feels like a complete like failure right now in this incident. And you can see, and there's little subtle hints. You can tell she's just like she wants to explode about it, but she's like, we gotta find another way. There has to be another way out. She doesn't even say I lost my phone. She doesn't tell her Pokemon she lost her phone. She's like, there has to be another way out. So they're following her, and then Machamp, Machoke, and Machop just look at each other like, dude, like they're worried because they're worried about the trainer. Then Pokemon's they're her friends, not just her like training partners. So they have these feelings, and they're trying to they have to listen to her. Like they're like, all right, let's go. But at the same time, they're worried that she's kind of taking too much of the load of doing what she thinks is right, but she needs to actually rest. So they're traveling to the cave, and they're pushing through, and she's like tired, dude. She's like, tired. Her arm hurts. She can't push anything off like with it. Like every time she tries, her arm it shows her like her arm's like hurting. And then she's in this cave in this like water area, and this like beautiful part like where the crystals and everything kind of like light up, and it like does this 360 spin, and it shows all the like it's so beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the caves from the game, the crystal caves, and then it's so beautiful. Like I really can't. I know I say that a lot, but like you gotta really admire this animation they do for this little mini series, which I wish they would do for the anime. but but yeah, so then she kind of notices that maybe she's going a little too headstrong. She has to stop and look at the bigger picture. Like she's in trouble because she trained too hard. She didn't take a rest. She got hurt. She was so determined to go training. She left her phone in the car. She in the taxi. Like you know, and if they weren't training in the rain, they probably wouldn't have to go into that cave, and it probably would have never collapsed. Like she has to understand that maybe she should have just take and admire that she is a good trainer, and that she has a good Pokemon, and that the beautiful, and she should just see the bigger picture. I guess she could say. I guess that's how she felt. I mean, I could be wrong. That's how I felt when I watched it. That she finally realized that that maybe she should have just taken it easy and just admire what she has in front of her. But the Machamp and Machoke come, and they kind of comfort her and be like, yeah, we're here with you no matter what. We'll get through this together. And Machop finally gives her that candy bar, and the candy bar, she was like, thank you. And she finally opens it, and when she opens it, there's like a little glare off the candy bar wrapper, and she looks behind her, and she sees like this little tiny crack and this little bit of sunlight coming out. So she goes in, and she pulls out, and it's the sun. More sun comes out. She's pulling the rocks, and she's so excited because she's like, all right, we're finally gonna get out of here. And when she she pulls out the rocks, it starts to collapse onto her, and then out of nowhere, Machop, Machoke, and Machamp are there, and they're holding up the rocks, and they're protecting her. They're there for her, and then they eventually all work together to get out. And when she gets out, they're like underneath this waterfall, and then out of nowhere, the taxi driver comes with the Corviknight, and he's like, I've been looking for you, left your phone, but he was like, why are you all the way out here? And then she was like, oh, we're trying to stay out of the rain. So, and that's where the end. That's where it ends, and like after the credits, it showed Leon's brother with his Wooloo, so maybe that's who's going to be about next. I'm not sure. This episode was really great. I liked it a little bit better than the first episode because there was a little bit more action, showing off the animation style a little bit more. It was a really good episode about showing you never giving up, but at the same time to know that sometimes you just got to take it easy, because she really did kind of overdo herself in this, and I get it. I'm not saying Pokemon's like a super competitive thing, but I know when I lose Pokemon battles, I really get upset because I know I could have did something, you know, your opponent gets in your head. It goes for anything you're competitive at. You know, their opponent gets in your head, or you just make a little slip up, and you know you just feel like you could have did better, but you just can't let it eat at you. You got to understand that you are human and you make mistakes, and that's what I feel like she learned at the end of this. That a lot of it was her fault that are in this, and she just had a clear mind instead of just trying to overwork herself to be stronger because she felt like she had to be stronger, then she probably would have never been in these predicaments, and she probably would have never been hurt and or put her Pokemon in danger. That's how I feel about it. I really take this Pokemon stuff to heart. So that's when I see some things. I think it was for all anime. When I seen a little bit of it, I kind of figured that's how she felt. Really great episode. I really can't wait to see what more. I really can't wait to see the Water Gym Leader because she's like my favorite. I want to see an episode because it's only 7 episodes, and I guess in the first episode it showed like the grass gym leader. It showed B. It showed some other characters I can't remember, but I hope they do one about the fairy gym leader because she was, I don't know why, but the fairy gym leader kind of stuck out more than any of the other gym leaders to me. I mean, I like the water gym leader because she looks cool, but like she really the fairy gym leader really kind of stuck out to me much. I want to know more about her, but yeah, the animation's great. I want to know why this I want to know why this series exists. Like I don't feel like maybe because of the backlash of the galar decks or whatever. I don't know why, but I feel like of course we needed this, but this all could have been in the anime. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it needed to be in a separate thing because that now it's just like a 6 minute thing that you have to stop and go look at instead of the anime being. I really, I'm really not a fan of the anime that's on right now with Ash and going through all the different regions. I kind of was at first, but like now after I don't know. I feel like the animation is kind of wonky and back to the old animation we had. I wish it was like Sun and Moon and like this one. I don't know why they didn't do it. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're just having fun. They're fun with this anime series they have going on, the main series. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to more of these Twilight Wing episodes though. They're really beautiful, and I know there's only like 5 left, but hopefully make the best of them. But yeah, it really makes me want to know why they like what's the big payoff with these episodes. I know they said it was gonna be a miniseries, and it did say that it was gonna show like the history and like the life in Geller, but I feel like they could have did that in the anime. Like, just think if you've seen this in the anime, and like Ash was actually trading with Bede and like with Machamp and her Machamps and whatnot, and like it's just like I feel like it's a lost. I mean, it's not lost because it looks beautiful. It's a great episode on its own, but I feel like it's lost potential in like for the anime because now you're gonna have people like when Pokemon Generations come out, everyone's like, oh my god, why can't the anime be like this? Like I'm doing right now, and people are like, oh, Pokemon Generation is so much better. It's so much more serious and more, yeah, it's more serious and more like grown up, I guess you could say. The Pokemon anime obviously is for kids, and like even though Sun and Moon was so great and X and Y was kind of good as well, like near the end of it for battling and whatnot. I feel like they just need to kind of like tone it up a little bit because obviously the kids are getting kind of older faster because I work with them, so I kind of know they're getting older faster. So some of the kids stuff isn't like sticking with them, so they're gonna have to like kind of beef up their content for Pokemon and like be not a little bit like not mature, but a little bit more mature, a little more serious plot and whatnot, because the kids are gonna kind of like fall off of it soon. But like us kids, these us grown up men who like me who are doing reviews for these are gonna like eat it up no matter what. But yeah, but maybe it's because I don't have anywhere to watch this anime. I don't know why it's not on Crunchyroll or Verve or something, but yeah, I haven't watched it. I've seen clips of it. I know he caught a Dragonite. I know whatnot, but yeah, that's the reviews for 1 and 2. Very great. I highly recommend it. If you're a big fan of Pokemon, you'll love these two as well. I'll be on the next one. I don't know if I'll do like wait for the next two to come out because I kind of waited now because I kind of procrastinated and never got to it. I know there's a lot of I know I missed the Pokemon Bank news. I know, fuck me, I guess. I forgot it, and I know I was gonna mention all the other stuff that's coming out. I got an interesting video about Pokemon, and I want to do later on. I don't know. I'm gonna run it by manual and see what he says. I'm probably, probably just do it. Why not? Who's watching? It's about Ash and his companions and ranking them and see who's the best one for him. The best companion buddies he had. I'm gonna probably do something like that. I just want to do something different. I just want to do Pokemon stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like again, I apologize for not putting out content. We're all busy. We're all adults. We all have things going on. But I hope you enjoy the gameplay in the background. It takes kind of time for me to try to be good for you guys because I know you don't want to see me dying and losing. But just appreciate that everything we're doing. Just understand that everything we're doing is for you guys. It's not for us. Obviously, I don't like hearing myself talk. But if you guys like the content we're producing, please leave a like, comment, tell us what your favorite Pokemon is. We're in this comment in this video. Just understand we're doing it for you guys and we care about you guys a lot. And share the videos if you like. If you know someone might like our content, just send them the link. I'm Ted, and this is Nerds Make Sense, and I'm out. Goodbye.